Good morning everyone. This is Vijayasri, working as an assistant professor in Department of CSIT. In this session, we are going to learn about control structures in C. Overview of the session, we discuss about a simple if else, nested if and if else if ladder. In control structures in C are of two types: decision control statements and loop control statements. Today we are going to discuss about decision control statements. So before knowing what is a decision, we just go through a simple program, that is sum of two numbers. So to perform sum of two numbers, we need two variables. Suppose hash include stdio.h main. Then to perform addition, we need two variables int a comma b. To store the result of two variables, we need a sum. Then printf, enter a comma b values. Then scanf, those two are integer values, so the format specifier is %t, address of a comma address of b. Sum is equal to a plus b. To print the result, we have to use a printf statement. The result is of data type integer, so %t comma sum. This is a simple program in which in C programming language the program execution flow is line by line and executed by line from the main method. Always the program execution starts from the main method. In that the control reads the variables a comma b comma sum, and let us suppose the values of a b are 2 comma 3, a is 2 and b is 3. Then sum is equal to a plus b, where a value is 2 and b value is 3. So it gives the result 5. So in this, if you observe, the execution is in a sequential order of execution. This comes under sequential flow. Like if I want to control this program execution, I want to perform sum of two numbers. When I want to perform if a value is greater than the b, in this case, this sequential flow of execution is not suitable. So what we are going to execute these type of problem statement, we are using a decision making statements or a decision control statements, which are used to execute based on the condition result. First, it verifies the given condition and decides whether a block of statement get executed or not based on the condition result. If this condition is true, then only sum of two numbers we have to perform. These type of problem statements can be executed using a decision making statements. And the decision making statements are two types: if statements and switch statement. So if statement in C. If statement is used to make decisions based on a condition. If statement verifies the given condition and decides whether a block of statement to be executed or not. Based on what? Based on the condition result. Based on the condition result, it decides whether to execute the given block of statements or not. There are four types of if statements: simple if else, nested if, if else if statement, or we can say it is a if else if ladder. Then simple if. What is a simple if? We'll write a if condition without else. There is no else in simple if. We'll write only if. Simple if statement is used to verify the given condition and executes block of statement based on the condition result. If the condition is true, true block is executed. If the condition is false, if the condition is true, true block is executed. If the condition is false, it goes to the next statement. Generally, we'll write only true block of statements. General syntax of simple if is if condition, if the condition is true, block of statements are executed. If the condition is false, the control goes to the next statements. We'll say a simple program like hash include stdio.h. We are including this header file because printf and scanf is already predefined in that header file. Then program execution starts from main section. In main we have a variable called n. So here enter any integer number. Let us suppose the integer number is 12. If you observe in console window, I gave 12, and then whatever the value given by the user, we are reading that using a scanf function. Then what is the condition here? I have to check whether the given number is even or odd. When the number is even, when the number is divisible by 2 and the remainder is 0, then the number is said to be even number. So the condition is the number which is stored in the variable n. So n, the given number must be divided by 2 and the remainder is 0. Then only the given number is said to be even number. So here the condition we have, given number is n, that is 12. 12 divided by 2 and the remainder must be equal to 0. If this condition is true, then the number is said to be a even number. So in simple if, we have to mention only if condition without else. There is no else in if. The next is if else statement. In this we have two blocks of statements. If the condition is true, true block is executed. If the condition is false, then the control goes to the false block of statement and this block of statements are executed. These are executed based on the condition result. The general syntax of if else is if, we'll write a condition here. If it is true, true block of statements are executed. If this condition is false, then the control goes to else block and false block of statements are executed. The if else statement is used when we have two options and only one option is executed based on the condition result. Based on this result, whether the control goes to true block of statements or false block of statement. Here we have a simple program to check whether the person is eligible to vote or not. When the person is eligible to vote, when his or her age is greater than or equal to 18, then only eligible to vote. So the program execution starts from main, then int age. Let us suppose the age here I have kept 20 as you see in a console window. Then to read the value which is given by the user, we have to use a predefined function called scanf. Then the value of age is 20. So what is the condition? We know that his or her are eligible to vote when age is greater than or equal to 18. Then 20 greater than or equal to 18. Yes, condition is true. So the control enters into true block of statement and it prints the person is eligible to vote. Let us suppose here I gave the age as 5. So what is the age value? That is 5. Now what is the condition? Age greater than or equal to 18, but here the age is 5. Is 5 greater than or equal to 18? No. So the control doesn't enters into the true block. It goes to else, that is false. Now it prints person is not eligible to vote. The next is nested if statement. What is nested if? Writing an if statement inside another if statement is called a nested if. Means writing an if statement inside another if statement is called nested if. Means like we are writing an if inside another if. Let us suppose if we go with the syntax, if condition, inside we have another if. This is called the outer if and this is inner if. When we got the true block statements, when both the conditions are true. First the control enters into outer if, it checks the condition, whether the condition is true, then the control enters into inner if. If the conditions are false, then the control goes to else block of statement. Nested if means writing an if statement inside another if is called nested if. Now here we have a simple program, like we are checking smallest of 3 numbers. So here we need a 3 variables A, B, C. Let us suppose the values of A, B, C are 30, 20 and 10. So here A value is 30, B value is 20 and C is 10. Now what is the condition? If A less than B, that is A value is 30, 30 less than 20, no. So the control doesn't enter into inner if. The control goes to else block of statement. Let us suppose consider A value as 10, B value is 20 and C value is 30. Now what is A value here? Here A value is 10, B value is 20. Is 10 less than 20? Yes, condition is true. So the control enters into inner if. Inner if A value is 10, C value is 30. Is 10 less than 30? Yes, condition is true. So the control executes true block of statements. If inner condition is false, then also the control goes to else block of statement. Simply we can say nested if means writing an if statement inside another if. The next one is if else if statement or if else if ladder. Writing a if statement inside else of an if is called if else if. Here we have written if statement inside else of an if is called if else if statement. The general syntax is if condition, if the condition is true, true block is executed. If the condition is false, the control goes to else. In else, inside the else, we have written one more if. Then it becomes a if else if ladder. Here we have a simple example, that is again smallest of 3 given numbers. So to store the 3 given numbers, we need a variable called ABC. So the values are 10, 20, 30. So the values are 10, 20, 30. So A value is 10, B value is 20 and C value is 30. So whatever the values given by the user, we have to read these using a scanf function which is predefined and available in the header file stdio.h. Then what is the condition? Here I am using a logical AND operator. First we will see the condition. The condition is A less than B, that is A value is 10, 10 less than B, that is 20, and we have a logical AND operator. Already we have discussed about this logical AND operator in the operators. A less than C, that is 10 less than 30. Then what is the purpose of a logical AND operator? Logical AND operator gives the value true when all the conditions are true in the statement. It gives the value false, otherwise it gives the values false. When it gives true, when all the conditions are true, otherwise false. So if this condition has to be true, it must satisfy both the A less than B as well as A less than C. Is 10 less than 20? No, the condition is false. So the control goes to else if. In else if, again we have the condition B less than A, logical and B less than C, where B value is 20, less than A value is 10 and B value is 20, less than C value is 30. Is 20 less than 30? No, the condition is false. So the control doesn't check the 20 less than 30. Why? Because logical AND has to satisfy both the conditions. Here the condition, this condition is false. So the control doesn't enter into this block. Control goes to else. Else C is smallest. So it prints 10 is smallest. So what is else if? Writing an if statement inside else is called if else if ladder. So in this session we have discussed decision control statements. Based on a condition result, it has to execute either true block of statement or a false block of statement. Decision control statements are of two types, if and switch. So if is again divided into 4, that is simple if else, again divided into 4 types, simple if else, nested if, and if else if ladder. Thank you.